I feel pretty lucky that I have it, that my senator is Nick Frentz and my representative is Jack Considine. But here's what I'd like to tell all of you. We've got a few months here to make this happen and to work this out. I'd especially like my senator to have a gavel in his hand as the chairman of a committee. I would like my representative to have the gavel in his hand. And what we all know is Mark Dayton has fought for Minnesota with everything he's got. He has moved us forward on education. Well, Mark Dayton always tells you this. He played hockey growing up and he was a goalie. And he spent the better part of his term beating back bad legislation that was being shot at him. Things that would undermine our right to collectively bargain. Things that would undermine our schools, that would underfund our transportation system. That's where he spent his time, and thank God he was there. Because as he would not have been there, we would be Wisconsin people. That's where we would go. So here's the deal. Both these guys know I never played hockey, I played football. I would rather score touchdowns and move the ball forward, so I'm not interested in fighting back against attacks on organized labor. I'm here to fight forward, to make sure we expand the right to collectively bargain. I'm not satisfied with arguing with them about budgets that are based on a false scarcity. So you're here today for one simple reason. You know that Minnesota's different. You know that Minnesota policymakers in the past have made decisions that have set us apart, that have made this state the highest quality of life, the best educated, the longest life expectancies, and on measures of happiness, one of the top places in the country to live. That's because decisions were made. It's time for us again to say, we are not going backwards, we're going forward. We're not going back to the years when Tim Paulini forced more kids into each of those classrooms and diminished our teachers. We're not going back to the time when our bridges fall down. We're going to that place where every community gets a shot, every child gets the opportunity to succeed, and our politics are the envy of the country. We need you to get out. We need you to get out, sign up to door knock. We know that this is going to be close. We know this primary will come down to the wire. We also know that our opportunity to win is to run up the score when you're playing on your home field. So in the first district, it may seem like, well, they're doing well here. They'll do fine. Primary elections are crapshoots at times. It all comes down to turning out the people. It all comes down to who votes. And we can't be complacent and say, this ticket with Peggy and Tim is going to do this. They've worked hard. They've been at every event. They've been endorsed by the Star Tribune, the Duluth papers, all the labor unions. They're going to win, so I don't need to go vote. Those people need drug off their couch. Those people need to know that more important than anything else is getting out, casting that vote, and moving the momentum forward. So we've got folks around here with clipboards. I know many of you have knocked your knuckles till they're bloody. You've made phone calls. You've given money. You've put up yard signs. You've come here. And my message to all of you is, do this for our kids. Do this for the future of Minnesota. You're not electing just a governor. You're electing a politic of the possible, a politics of hopefulness, a politics of joy that makes Minnesota the envy of the country. That can all happen in the next 72 hours. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for your passion. Let's win!
Yeah.